Q106.5 with country music news.
Straight from Nashville.
Miranda Lambert, 16 years doing what she's doing, and backstage at the CMA Awards was interviewed, and she said, I'd like to talk about my goals outside of what I've been doing. And her new goals are Broadway musicals and voicing a character. She said, quote, I would like to write for a Broadway musical. I think that would be a cool thing. I've never done that before. And maybe I'd like to do a voiceover in a cartoon movie, maybe a little redneck fish in Nemo or something. Whatever they'd have me do.
It's a Daisy May fish.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who would love to do voiceovers in cartoons.
Yeah.
That's a very popular thing.
Yeah.
But I think Miranda could knock it out of the park and not have to do any acting.
Right.
Just be yourself, girl.
Yeah.
You'll be great at
For
that.
sure.
Mm-hmm. You know, one of the most historic openings at the CMA Awards the other night with all the female artists from the past decade or so being represented, or even further back than that, and it was just a whole night of women of country music. And
right.
Reese Witherspoon comes to the microphone to present the biggest award, the Entertainer of the Year, and opens her mouth and says, Garth Brooks, and people were like, wow. And social media was on fire.
Yeah.
All day yesterday, not just the night before, but all day, saying, wow, really? Just because it was such a surprise.
Yeah.
Not that Garth is not deserving,
right.
Very much so. But it's, he's the best-selling artist in country music history. He sells out large venues all across the country. He still actively tries to stay in touch with the country folks, and like with the Dive Bar Tour.
He's hard to compete with, I would think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And he's still recording new music, like Dive Bar the song.
Right.
So, and it's not about Carrie Underwood. She was very deserving as well. It was
exactly.
It was a surprise to everyone.
Yeah, I think everyone expected Carrie to take it, so
right, and
very much a shock.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with Garth winning. It was just like, wow, Carrie set herself up to win this year and didn't.
I get the impression even Garth was shocked.
Yeah, maybe so. Backstage when he was talking about, how he came in for the sound check and parked, and they gave him parking lot number 7, and this was his 7th CMA Entertainer of the Year award, that he thought, wow, how ironic was that?
Yeah.
Crazy. He, by the way, Garth, will be at University of Tennessee's Neyland Stadium in Knoxville tomorrow night, and that's one of the largest football stadiums in America, and the ticket sales are now right around the 80,000 mark.
Wow. I saw him in Montreal in a pretty big venue. I can't imagine seeing him in a stadium.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. I can't imagine that Montreal has an 80,000 stadium.
No, it wasn't that
I don't
big.
think they do.
No.
Because Canadian football is nothing like, but yeah, that's unbelievable. And that he'll wrap up the first year of the 3-year stadium tour. There he goes. So you're backstage at the CMA Awards, and you're a big star. You're just like the public. You want your selfies with the celebrities, and you want to have conversations with the stars that you don't see every day or maybe don't know. The 2 most popular backstage for selfies were Willie Nelson.
Of course.
Everybody wanted a picture with Willie.
Yeah.
And Gwen Stefani.
Wow.
Very popular backstage, too. Part of it, I think, is Gwen.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was her taking the selfies.
Could have been.
With others, instead of them coming to her. Who knows? But, yeah. And stars do talk about that often, about how their favorite part of the show is not the show, but the backstage, where you get to let your guard down a little bit and talk to people and meet people that, that we would love to meet, too. They do, too.
Yeah, all the young artists going, Willie's going to be here tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. By the way, backstage photos, you can see them from the CMA Awards backstage at tasteofcountry.com, and get more at Q106.5.fm. Oh, by the way, the who made the most money in country music in 2019?
Yeah.
And the hint that I gave earlier was the person was not at the CMA Awards show.
Right.
Luke Bryan.
Yeah, wow.
Didn't even think of that watching the different parts of the show that I watched. I didn't even think, where's Luke? I didn't think that.
I didn't think that either. But he is amazing.
There.
Tickets go on sale for his shows, and it's like, wait 2 seconds. Oh, gone.
Yeah. Number 1 biller, biggest money maker. Good for him.